Hey there, I'm Mr. Calendar. I'm Jack's dad, and Miss Ladner wanted me to share with you what I do for a hobby. I keep honeybees, and we are down here in my what they call an apiary, and it's where you keep all your honeybees. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to do this today, but it cleared up finally. The sun came out. Bees, when the weather's bad, when it's rainy or cold or overcast, they don't go out and forage for nectar and pollen like they do on sunny days because it's just not good for them. But for one, they got to keep the hive warm. The bees actually use their own bodies to regulate the hive. And in the spring and the summer, when they're hatching new bees, they have to keep the temperature in the hive between 94 and 98 degrees. During the winter, they'll let it drop down in the 70s. But as you can see here, let's see if I can turn this around. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause this video and start a new one so I can show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we are. Here's my actual hives. This is what they call a little nuke. We're trying not to get too technical for y'all, but these are actual full-grown bees. Well, they're not full-grown. During the summer, I'll stack more boxes on them and they'll get higher. So this is one I actually overwintered from last year, and it's been growing. There's a lot of bees in that box. That's why there's 2 boxes on it. The more bees in there, the more boxes I have to put on them. And the more boxes I put on it, the more honey I can make. Or honey that I can get, because the bees make all the honey. This is called a smoker. We light these with pine shavings, compressed wood pellets, just like the ones some of your dads might use in the smoker. A little funny thing we also use sometimes is cow manure, because cows eat grass and leaves and basically vegetation. They chew it up. Once they poop it out and it dries out, you can actually burn that. You can actually start a campfire with cow manure. So you see here now it's smoking. And the reason we use smoke, it's not to make the bees sick or anything like that. When you smoke a bee's natural reaction from the smoke is they think there's a fire. Well, if they think there's a fire, they are going to try and protect the hive in a way that they're going to eat up all the honey or start storing honey in their tummies and get ready to leave the hive in case it actually is on fire. Which it's not, but they might think it is. But by doing that and giving them a job, giving them something to do, it keeps the bees from concentrating on me. So when we get here in the hive, I'm going to try and find you the queen if we can. And I'm also going to try and find some drones, which are the male bees. They protect the hive, and they fly out of the hive and mate with the queen so that she can make more baby bees. So I'm going to pull a couple of these frames out. I'm going to sit you down for just a second. Or drop you. Okay. All those little cells you see with the white covering on them, that's capped honey. That means that honey is ready to eat. The ones that don't have the little wax caps on them aren't ready yet. See, they're working on this side too. This side's about half done. So we'll sit that frame down, let them keep on being bees. We're gonna get in here and try and find a queen. I was just in here a couple days ago, so I know she's in here. Alright, do you notice that one bee? Let's see if I can find him for you again. Right there. He's climbing over the other bees. Let's see. He moved. I got one climbing on me now. But he's this fella right here. He's got a bigger butt than the other one. He's kind of got a fat butt right there. See him right there? That's a drone. That's a male bee. You can actually pick up a drone bee. See if I can get him. Might have to get a different one. But you can actually, if you find a male drone bee like that, I don't recommend it, but you can put him in your hand and you can shake him, and if he vibrates, he's ready to fly out of the hive and go make more bees. Here's one. He's not buzzing. He's not buzzing. See how he's a little bigger? He can't sting you. So, males do not have stingers. Only the female bees. The female bees make up what they call worker bees, field bees, which could be field bees, nurse bees. Because when the queen lays the eggs, they gotta have bees to take care of them. So, some of the bees stay home, some of the bees go out in the field. Okay. Alright, you see this? That's not capped honey. That's what they call capped brood. That's all baby bees underneath all those little brown caps. Now you see these bigger ones that look like little mountains, like that one there and that one there. And there's some down here on the corner. Those are the drone cone. Those are the bigger bees, the boy bees. They actually are big, have a bigger cell than the females do. I really want to find the queen for y'all, but I don't know if I'm going to. It's late in the evening and there's so many bees in here. If you look down in there, I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. Where are they at? There they are. That's actually, like, see those little worm looking things? That is bee larvae. Those are baby bees in the making. Once they get to a certain stage, they cap them like you see these other ones, and then when they're ready to hatch, they chew their way out. She is probably going to be almost impossible to find in here. Well, I'm going to stop the video, and if I can find her, I'll turn the video back on. Alright, I'm going to go into a much smaller hive I have. This is when I'm starting out. It's just a 5-frame hive they call a nuke. And the queen ought to be much easier to find in here. There she is. Alright, let's see what I can find for the camera. There she is, right there in the middle. You see her butt's a lot bigger than the others? Right there in the center of the frame? That's the queen. All the others surrounding her are worker bees, whether they're nurse bees, field bees, what have you. And just like that, I lost her again. Oh, there she is. So, you can see there's a lot of brood on here. And then the white cap is wax. So, this hive's doing pretty good. I'm going to put it back together. Put these frames back in here because this is what they make their honey on in their hives. There's Jack coming down to check on me. Say hey. Say hey, you're on video with the bees.
Hey, I'm on video. Bees.
But there you have it. You got all the parts of the beehive. You got the frames, you got the box. They've got their, on these they have a one little opening. I put bricks on top of them to keep the lids from coming off on these. See, those bees are coming in and out. Let's see if we can see one with pollen on it. See those bees. Oh, that one just came in, had pollen on it. Misty. Did you see that one that just went in with the little yellow legs? They're quick. That yellow on the legs is pollen, and they bring that into the hive. The pollen is basically like their protein. And then you have the nectar they bring in, which is like their carbohydrates. And I'm sure y'all have plenty of questions, and maybe I can answer some next time. But I hope you enjoyed it. Tell them what you think about the bees. Not your drawings. What about your bees?
I really want you to catch the queen and put her in the box before you get her in a clip. Get her in a clip and put her in the box.
We got queens in all our boxes right now. So we're good with queens.
Okay.
What else do you want to tell them? Do you like eating the honey?
Yeah, because it's so yummy.
Is there anything better than fresh honey?
No.
As soon as Daddy brings the frames inside, you cut into the frames and start eating honey, huh?
A little.
And you can chew the wax up like gum, huh?
Yeah. Look.
Okay, bye.
Hi.